everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another movie review. Firstly, this is a huge deal, so to everyone who has subscribed to me, I can't possibly thank you enough. I've reached the halfway mark, and of course I'm celebrating with a little bit of red wine. Ah! Yeah, that's gonna look really classy on camera, Alchemist. A little bit of red wine. It's a mistake. A delicious mistake. Anyway. And it's Bastille Day. Woohoo! Anyways, why are you calling me? No, Crib. Oh, please. Sorry. I can't concentrate with that. Anyway, I don't mean to be rude. I know he wants to talk to me, but he only speaks French, and my French is limited. But anyway, to everyone who got me to the halfway mark, thank you so much. I'm at a loss for words, but Spider-Man Homecoming was just absolutely, to get all the obvious adjectives out of the way, amazing and marvelous and phenomenal and just absolutely fantastic. It was superb. It was just a tremendous thrill ride, and I thought that Michael Keaton was absolutely perfect as the Iron Vulture, because we've seen him as Birdman. Well, I didn't see Birdman. I saw clips, but I knew that they were paying homage to that, and they couldn't have chosen a better villain because he's just so diabolical. I mean, in his way. I mean, you think he has the right kind of idea, but then you realize, no, not quite. He's a little bit... Anyways, I love the new love interest that Peter had. I'm not going to say who it is. I like Flash. I like his character. He played kind of a douchebag in Divergent, and it's the same character. I can't think of the actor's name. I adore him for the douchebaggery. I liked Ned, because I like him. If I was in the same situation, I would be geeking out. I would more be geeking out over Tony Stark than I would Spider-Man, even though, of course, I'm wearing a Gwen shirt in respect to that. But there is a clip at the end. Just stay a little bit after so you can see it. And there's a new villain that's introduced. I already know who this is. And I'm thinking, yeah, this will be interesting. I'm thinking that, and I hate to say this, but part of me wants to think that Vulture really isn't that bad of a psychotic because of what occurs during the duration of the... I'm not going to say why, but the mentoring between Tony and Spider-Man, Tony and Peter, I just thought it was really a very touching, incredible, teachable moment. And of course, a moment later on in the film with Peter and I'm not going to say who, but it's just that whole dialogue about the haves and the have-nots is very telling for our time, and it was a very thought-provoking conversation. But the way in which he thinks about the 1% of society really isn't the way that you should be taking it. And of course, there's some scenes with Captain America or Steven, and they're so funny. He's just the spokesman for the fitness program and their detention program, and of course Michelle's in there doodling people in their peril. She's not in trouble. She just likes to doodle sketches of people in pain. She's kind of a masochist in that way. I mean, she doesn't come across as a bad character. She's funny. I love her. She's got this sardonic kind of method about her. She's super smart, and I'm feeling like she's going to be important. And if there's going to be a fourth, I don't know if there will be. I know there will be a fourth Iron Man, which I will definitely see, because if you know me well enough, you know I'm a huge Iron Man fan. Iron Man is my favorite Avenger. Goes without saying. I give this movie 5 stars, hands down. No kvetching, no flaws, no nothing. This was just a perfect film from beginning to end. I wasn't bored in any way, shape, or form. The writing was witty, quick, and fast and furious and funny, and also very emotional and very heartwarming and sometimes heartrending. There were the cringeworthy moments later on. I won't say, because if I do, I'll give away a huge plot point, and I don't want to do that. I'm not the type to spoil films for people or books. I try not to spoil television shows. I only did one with Doctor Who, and I'm sorry, because I was just so excited about that episode. Was so good, I couldn't help it. What else can I say other than the clip at the end? Of course, Stanley makes an appearance like he always does, and he's the next door neighbor. He's like, "Hi, Marjorie, how you doing?" And I just had to laugh. I'm like, "Oh, Stan, you lovable goof! You're such a dork, and I love you for it." Stan, he's just an amazing person. I want to meet him someday, because Stan is, other than just the characters he's created, the different actors and actresses who are involved, they're awesome people. But Stan, most of all, because he started out, like anybody else, a normal guy, and different shows inspired him to create different characters. If you read his autobiography, he did it in comic book form. It's really quite telling, and he was a Midwesterner just like myself, so I guess that's why I kind of relate to Mr. Lee. Anyway, his cameo is just incredible, and I loved it, and it just made me giggle. There were a lot of scenes that were just really funny, especially with Ned and his chemistry with Peter. It was very believable. Liz, I thought, was a wonderful love interest, beautiful, very pretty girl. Like I said, I like the kid who played Flash. He was just that kind of guy that you just thought, ugh, you're such a snob, and you're a wet blanket. Nobody likes you, even though they might pretend, and you think you have it all together. You don't. Get out of here. And then not only that, but he was this big jerk, and at the party that Liz was throwing, I'm like, you a-hole, you a-hat. But anyway, he's a bastard. There's no other way to say it. 2 thumbs way up for Spider-Man Homecoming. If you're a Marvel fan, you get a little treat at the very beginning, because they show, and I already knew this, and I love Marvel films, and Black Panther looks unbelievable. And not only that, but they showed a trailer for Dark Tower, which I am definitely seeing. I haven't read the Dark Tower. There's 7 in all, if you know. The Gunslinger's the first. Huge Stephen King fan. Underrated series that he did, fantasy series that he took a gamble on, and God love him, Stephen, he really came through. And I've seen the trailer. This was my second time seeing it, but this time bigger scale, silver screen. Oh my good Lord, I was just unbelievably shaken. I thought, oh, this is going to be epic, but looks good. Jumanji. I never thought I would be saying this about the Jumanji trailer. I hated the original, even though I mean, the premises was good, but, the writing was just kind of, I could have been better consulted for writing it at the time, even though it's not my favorite film, even though Robin Williams is one of the best comics to walk this planet. May he rest in peace. But the remake looks like it has definite potential. I never thought I would be saying that, but I'm actually looking forward to that, and I'm gonna have to put that on my list, as well as Black Panther. I'm looking forward to Valerian. I've never read the manga, but I heard it's based off of a graphic novel, / manga. And that's not too far away, so I'll probably be seeing that when it comes out. And of course, Dark Tower. I've got to see Dark Tower. I'm gonna read the book before I see the movie, because, like I said, it's been forever since I've read the novels. But sorry to go off on track, but those are the things I'm looking forward to. As for the obvious, again, to all my magicians who have hung with me through thick and thin, and richer and poorer, and good and bad, I could not be more grateful and more serious when I say it's because of you that I've been able to come this far. And I never thought that I would be reaching this level of subscribership, and it can only get better. And I'm hoping that once everything starts to level out, once I start animating, I can get even more. I won't be doing it for views. I'm doing it because I like to do it, and I love to share my talent and my views and opinions with you guys. And I feel like think English well. I feel like you are my family, even though I've never met some of you, but maybe in the future I can meet some of you and give you big hugs and let you know just how important you've been, and just buoying me, encouraging me, giving me the strength to continue to do what I do. I don't do it for the notoriety. I do it because I enjoy it, for one thing. And secondly, I like to educate and enlighten and uplift, and most of all give people a smile, because that's the most important thing in life, is humor. It keeps us going. But other than that, I can't say more about what's going on and what's happening. Just ins and outs of my everyday life, and things are looking really interesting so far. That's all I got. So until next time, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Live long, prosper. Ciao, tutti.